welcome to Rob Talks. Thank you all for your support. Here's the translation from the Mayan calendar for January 22nd, 2026 for all three calendars. First up is the long count calendar, which is being represented by 13 Baktun, 0 Katun, 13 Tun, 1 Winal, and the 14 Kin. The long count today asks you to take a subtle but deliberate step in grounding your insight. This is a day for focused refinement and careful alignment. Small actions now will produce meaningful long-term effects. The 14 Kin is about stabilizing insight, practical alignment, and flowing manifestation. You're being asked to write or take action on one intentional plan reflecting your highest clarity. This is a time to organize or simplify your environment to support your insight, and to take one practical action that mirrors your inner vision. Before I move on to the Tzolk'in calendar, I'm also translating the entire Tzolk'in 13-day cycle in its own video. If you're interested, I'll link it at the end of this one. Today's Tzolk'in date is 5 Imix. Imix is represented by the crocodile. It's about birth, creation, nurturing energy, and primordial potential. The number 5 is about action, movement, and the expression of potential. Together, 5 Imix invites you to start something new or nourish an idea in its earliest form. This is a day for planting seeds, both literally and metaphorically, and for trusting the changing or creative process. You're being asked to begin a small project or action that aligns with your long-term vision, and to nurture yourself through rest, nutrition, or reflection. This is a time to offer support or care to others in a tangible way, and to reflect on what you wish to grow over the next 20-day cycle. Now, let's see what the Hob calendar has to say. Today's date is 9 Sek. Sek is about cleansing, harmonizing, and realigning internal structures. Day 9 reflects ongoing integration and refinement. Together, 9 Sek emphasizes deepening your inner balance. This is a day to integrate past lessons, release what is no longer needed, and strengthen your inner framework to support inner insights and the new cycle. You're being asked to release energy that doesn't serve you, and to check in with routines and align them to support your growth. This is also a time to purify your space, both physically and energetically. Now let's look at what the collective message is from all three calendars. Here's the meaning of each calendar summed up. The long count is about grounding insight into practical steps, and the Tzolk'in reflects initiating creative energy and the planting of new seeds. The Hob calendar is about maintaining balance and purification as being the support for growth. Together, today calls for careful, purposeful beginnings. The energy field supports nurturing nascent ideas. I know that the word nascent is probably not known to many, but it's the best word for this message. I ask you to take the time and look it up. Back to the message. Today continues to support integrating clarity and balancing energy to ensure your actions are sustainable and aligned. Today is about planting seeds with intention. Your insight is ready to take root, but only when grounded with care, balance, and purification. Focus on what you can nourish today and trust the process as you move forward, but know that what you don't nourish will probably never grow. Now is the time for action. Here is an affirmation reflecting today's calendars, but please first remember to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to help us grow. Thank you. Now here's the affirmation. I plant my seeds with care and intention, my actions are balanced, my insight is grounded, and my energy flows in alignment with growth. Thank you all for your support.